We're the only freaking people that do this. A cat doesn't look at another cat and say, oh my God, it's orange. Oh, you orange cat. Crazy Crab in the house, and today we're going to talk about an article I read a couple weeks ago. I'm a little behind, but I've been working on a lot of other stuff also for the channel. I'm working on some more songs and some more parodies and some more complex videos that have taken me some time, but I think they're going to be really cool. I'm hoping that they do well, but in the meantime I think I need to get something out really quick, so I'm just going to talk about an article I read a couple weeks ago that I wanted to talk about at the time. I haven't got around to it until now. It really pissed me off. So I might go on a little rant here, and it was comicbook.com. It was April 3rd, so 2 weeks ago exactly, and it was called Last Jedi Director Calls for Diversity Behind Star Wars Films. It's like, whatever, but yeah, do you need to call for diversity? Like, it looks like you guys are doing pretty well as far as the cast goes, but it turns out he's talking about the director, and Rian Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy's little mini-me, he comes on and has this quote in the article: "We need some directors that aren't white dudes," and goes on to say, "It just has to happen. It just has to." Okay, I don't I don't know what to say, man. I mean, this is crazy. I feel sometimes like we've come such a long way. We've come such a long way. There used to be slavery in the United States and in other countries. We had slaves. We finally got rid of that, and 100 years later, in the 60s, they're still fighting for equality. Things were so bad that in 1963, George Wallace was running for governor of Alabama, and as someone running for governor, they want to get as many votes as possible. They say things that are going to be popular with the people generally. He comes out with the famous phrase, segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. That became like a rallying cry. That's how bad it was. That's how racist people were. People are so sick, man. I can't even imagine. And I think, wow, we've come such a long way. But we're so stupid that we think we're being the opposite of racist and come out and say something like this: we need some directors that aren't white dudes. It just has to happen. I get it. It's because they've had only white guys so far. Who watched Star Wars in the late 70s and throughout the 80s as little kids? I mean, yeah, there are black people that watch Star Wars. Did Chinese people watch? Not too many. Okay, I mean, mostly you're going to have, some girls were fans as well. There are females out there who could be good directors, and that'd be cool if one of them could get hired. But you don't go and look for non-white people. That's racist. We need some directors that aren't white dudes. That is a racist statement. We need some directors that aren't white dudes. How is that not a racist statement? How is it not? I don't care what color he is, because that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color I am. You probably think I'm a white dude, but you don't know that, because all you know is I'm a red crab. If you noticed, I do speak Spanish. I speak Chinese too. Maybe I'm Chinese. 也许我是一个中国人，你不知道，不要紧. Doesn't matter, because what I'm saying is people can be racist and don't even know it. I mean, what is going on? What is going on here for him to make this quote? You need a director for a film? Let's go see who's out there. Let's get some resumes. Let's do some interviews. Let's talk to people. One thing you don't ask is your gender or your race for a job like that. Directing a movie, you're behind the camera. It doesn't matter. If you're making a movie about Magic Johnson and you need someone to play Magic Johnson, okay, you're going to probably look for a black guy. That's different. If you need a new cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys, you're probably going to look for a girl, I think. Maybe not. Maybe there's men cheerleaders. I'm not sure. But more than likely, you're going to look for a girl, because we probably don't want to see men in those outfits. Just saying, that's common sense stuff. But if you're looking for a director for a film, you don't come out and say, we need directors that aren't white dudes. And get no heat for it. Get praised for it. In the most sensitive time in the history of the world. You can say something like that and get no heat for it, other than us crazy people on YouTube. You get no heat for that. That's okay to say that. The other day, an announcer in the NBA, I don't know if you've heard, Brian Davis, who does the Oklahoma City Thunder games, I've listened to him many times because I like the Thunder. My favorite team is the Sacramento Kings, but I also like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I've watched a lot of their games. And I've heard Brian Davis a lot, and he's a good announcer. And he didn't mean anything by it. But he made a mistake because he came out and said, while Russell Westbrook was on a tear, he was hitting three-pointers, he was playing great, and he said, oh man, Russell Westbrook's out of his cotton-picking mind. Oops. He got suspended. I'm not saying whether he should have or should not have suspended or whether he should not have should not said that. The point is, he didn't mean anything by it. He's probably heard the term a million times growing up. He didn't mean anything by it. He's not racist. He loves Russell Westbrook. He loves the Thunder. He's not going to say something racist intentionally. He's not racist. He didn't mean anything by it. He got suspended and he's getting heat all over the place. It's a big controversy. Why? Because we live in an extremely sensitive society. I'm not saying whether that's right or wrong, but what I'm saying is, how can Rian Johnson come out and say, we need dudes that are not white to direct movies? We can't have white dudes and get no heat for it. I don't care what color he is. I know he's white. Doesn't matter. That's a racist statement. You pick the best person for the job. And if it doesn't matter about race or gender, such as directing a movie, then it doesn't matter. But we like to shove this stuff in people's face. That's why Jessica Mendoza is announcing baseball games. She's a color analyst in Major League Baseball. Guess what? Every other color analyst in Major League Baseball has played Major League Baseball. In other words, if I wanted to be a color analyst in Major League Baseball because I'm very knowledgeable about the game, guess what? I could not do it. I'm not eligible for the job because I've never played baseball. Never played Major League Baseball. And I completely get that, and I understand that. If I put an application to be a color analyst for a Major League Baseball team, and they say, oh, I'm so sorry, but you've never actually played Major League Baseball. We want people who've played Major League Baseball so they can give good analysis because they've experienced it. Then I'll say, oh, I completely understand. Thank you anyway. But if you're a girl, it's okay if you've never played. We need some diversity up in there. And if you come out and say, we need more dudes that aren't white, it's okay. You find the best person for the job. That's what you do in the NBA. That's why most of them are black. Should I come out and say, we need less black people in the NBA? Way too many black people. Oh my God. I'd be killed. Rightfully so. You can't say stuff like that. It's racist. And what he said is racist. If you find a bunch of people, you hire them, you check the resume, you interview, and you have a woman who is extremely knowledgeable. She was a Star Wars fan, and she shows great experience in directing. She's directed a lot of great films. She's competent. She knows how to handle big projects. Wonderful! But if not, if the best person you got for the job is some white guy, so far I don't even like the guys they've hired. Rian Johnson was horrible. J.J. Abrams, I don't know. He's got another chance. We'll see. So anyway, really pissed me off how he can come out and say that and it's no biggie. Ooh, what a great person. He's trying to bring diversity into there. Because only white dudes have directed it so far, so we need to find directors that aren't white. That's racist, man. Why we live like this? Why do we care about color? Are we not smart enough yet to know that color of the skin is color of freaking skin? Unless you're making a biotopic and you need a certain character or you have a certain race that you're written the character for, so you need to match that for a film or something. Okay. Or if you're a doctor and you know, okay, based on the color of skin, you know, there's we have to do a certain treatment. I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying there are certain times when you can consider the color of skin. But for a job like this, you don't even think about it. You don't consider. We should not consider it. We're the only freaking people that do this. A cat doesn't look at another cat and say, oh my God, it's orange. Oh, you orange cat. You're an orange cat. I don't like you. I'm gray. That's where it's at. We gray cats are cool. Okay, we're smarter. Orange cats, you guys are retarded. No, because they're smarter than us. We're stupid. Humans are stupid. That's why I'm not a crab now. I don't want to be a stupid human. Crabs don't care. Red, purple, green, orange, we don't care. We need only white. We need directors that aren't white dudes. What the hell is wrong with you? Just come out and say, yeah, we're gonna continue to hire the best people we can find, and we're not gonna worry about race or gender. Um, and that's the way to do it. Really, you should shut the hell up because you're not even Kathleen Kennedy. You're just director. You got hired to direct a film, and you're a white guy. Be happy that they hire white guys, idiot. But anyway, Kathleen Kennedy can come out and say, if they ask her, why have you only hired white guys? Say, you know what? We're just hiring the best people for the job, and I've pushed diversity, as you know, and I've pushed women in the workplace, and I, would love to hire a woman. I'd love to hire a minority to work on a Star Wars film, but we're not going to just hire someone just because they're a minority or just because of their race or color of their skin, because that's not right. We're going to hire the best person for the job regardless. And that's the kind of world that we need to live in, and that's the kind of world that I'm striving for. That's what she needs to say! Let's have one person, one director, one famous director come out and say, man, we need less black folk out there doing something. Too many black people doing it. We need more white people. See how that goes. But the opposite's okay. If people call it reverse race, I don't even call it reverse racism. I call it racism! I got some really cool stuff coming up I'm working on, so guys, just stay tuned for that, and I think you'll like it. So, hope I didn't offend anybody. I just don't like where this is going. I tried not to talk about the stuff, the social justice warrior stuff and all that stuff, but that statement really blew my freaking mind. All the work we've done. Martin Luther King, one of the greatest human beings ever, comes out and says, we need to judge people not based on the color of their skin, but on the quality of their character. I didn't quote it exactly right, but that's basically what he was saying, and it's just a wonderful person. But we're too stupid. We're too stupid to follow his advice. We're too dumb. I'm not saying that Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy are just big, huge racists. But they may be racist and don't even know it. They may be racist and don't even know it. To not be racist is you don't look at the color of skin unless it applies, like I was talking about, if you need a certain actor to portray someone else. Or if you're a medical doctor. There are certain instances where it does apply. But most of the time it doesn't apply. There's just people. They're just people. I'm out. See you guys later.